Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Rise of the Republic in our Camillus series. We are in a bit of a jam. Well, we're doing pretty well so far, because we have Marcus Furius Camillus with all of his awesome general abilities leading this defense. But we've just defeated the first attacking wave, and we have our cavalry heading back up to their hidey hole. They may even be able to get over to this hillside without being detected, which would be amazing, because that would allow them to sneak around and hit forces from up here. So I might try and manage that. But the first thing I want to do while the game is paused, as we begin here, we have Hesperos, this very heavy melee cavalry unit here. I think what I would like to do is go ahead and call in the Centuriae to come help finish him off. I haven't given that many orders to the forces on this side of the battlefield to position my troops, but it's time to now do that. I'm going to position these swordsmen all the way back here, and these Roman, these Centuriae need to be, honestly, they need to take up this position here where those guys were. I'm alright with them being a little bit more condensed. And then we have these light hoplites, which can back up this force here as needed. So I'm going to bring them that direction. This is not as neat of a defense picture as the previous one, but it's a start. And then we're going to have to turn our missile troops around when it's time. I'm going to keep all those guys positioned there just in case. But it may be time to go ahead and turn the missile troops around. Hang on. Let's see. We have... The leves haven't even thrown yet, which is odd. What's their range? Oh, it's because no one really got in range of the leves. Smart. Very smart indeed. So maybe we'll leave the leves turned until it's time. But the Exensi, these four powerful double gold echelon Exensi, need to go ahead and turn and take up this space here. And that way they will be able to throw at anything in... Well, we're about to see their range. Yeah, they're going to have quite a wide range, in fact. Alright, it would appear they're trying to shoot this gap while my spearmen are running up to it. They're not going to be able to. This is the other general. Let me make sure that Marcus's troops are out of this battle for the time being.
Spears! Men of Italia!
We need to go ahead and order that attack full on. We haven't given such an order yet, but just to make sure that general doesn't advance any farther.
Melee cavalry ready!
Alright, we're going to do another rally, just to make sure morale stays nice and high for these troops.
Advance! Orders!
Okay, the main thing that I want my... Alright, they're in reverse order right now. I want you guys to be throwing at those cavalry, please. Alright, you need to throw there, you need to throw there, you need to throw here, and you need to throw there. If we can take out those light missile cavalry from where we are right now, we should be okay. Interesting that they all move forward. Why did they move forward? They're supposed to be in range. I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on there. You guys are supposed to be in range. Now, what are you guys doing? Probably need to go ahead and have these guys come right here, just to ensure that we maintain a solid wall of troops. As these guys come in, we also have these riders in position. Tell you what, let's see if we can go ahead and sneak them around by riding them around back. They will be spotted when they leave, but hopefully not pursued. Alright, so far this defense is going very, very well. All things considered.
Understood.
Second wind group. Make sure all of our tired units are okay.
We await your command.
Yeah, they are about to start funneling in a few different directions.
Forward! Swords, Commander. Engage!
Alright, they are definitely throwing over here. Are my horsemen hidden? They're not at the moment, but they're about to be. Alright, now this last move order, I want them to just creep. I'm really hoping we can sneak them around and hit some of those units in the back.
Equities! Victoria! Lead us!
Inspire group. Let's do another rally. I mean, this is Marcus Furius Camillus. He's the namesake of our series, leading this defense, so if they want to be idiots and try and attack him head on, they can do that, but so far it's not working out for him. Wow, these guys are getting torn up. How's this happening? How is it because they're slightly facing, they're not angled appropriately. That's quite frustrating. I'm going to go ahead and have my swordsman unit come out and break up that party. And then these guys, I wish I had noticed that. I was confident that they would be okay in that position, but they're actually not. If the swordsmen come out and break up the party, though, then that will help a little bit. We need to kill their general. Their general is in the middle of the fray.
Commander!
Let's see, are there any of my units that could use an individual inspire ability? Seems like everyone's in good shape. Who's the one directly fighting the general? The Centuriae? In that case, let's give them inspire. I could have Marcus Camillus jump in on the general. Let's try that.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okie doke. Alright, so we're chasing those bastards off.
Italian cavalry!
Now, our Italian cavalry here are taking their sweet time, as per usual, being useless. They excel at being useless.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Which ones?
Shameful display.
Who fleed? I didn't notice a unit that has low morale. Huh. Okay, so now I think it's time to go ahead and turn these guys as well. And then we have the leves, which we need to turn.
Equities!
This side of the battle is doing quite well.
Swords! At your service! Light Hippocrates! Swords!
Let's go ahead and push forward a little bit and try and break those guys, and maybe we can come around here and set up a line this direction. It's a little bit wide, so I'm not a huge fan of the plan, but we're doing well enough that I am confident trying to. Okay, this unit's losing decisively. We need to mix things up a little bit. Let's bring the horsemen in. Also, I think it might be time just to go ahead and bring the horsemen in general. Let's see, who can we best... Yeah, they have a massive group of slingers here. The horse... I'm probably going to lose these cavalry because they're Italian cavalry. That's what they do. They die.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Okay, so I saw that.
A shameful display.
Morale break. I knew that was coming.
Melee horsemen, rally to me! Yes, Commander!
Did all of my cavalry units get stuck on the same... Oh my god, I hate when that happens. They were supposed to charge in and hit these guys. Now they're just sitting ducks.
Cavalry!
They've lost all their momentum.
Advance! Ready and waiting! Italian cavalry! Ready! Advance!
No, don't hit the spearmen. Don't hit the... You goddamn idiots.
Understood! Yes, advance at speed!
This is the reason I don't fight too many Total War battles right there.
Cavalry!
That ridiculousness.
Your orders?
Alright, fine. Just do what damage you can back there. Just mess with them.
Cavalry!
I don't even care. That general is still alive, which is shocking to me. Let's go ahead and tell the units in the area to focus on him. Do I have any other melee units in the area I can order to join the fray in some way?
Advance! Italian cavalry! Act quickly now! O'Brien's at the double!
Yeah, these guys got absolutely shredded because they ran headlong into the spearmen. Because they thought that would be clever. I'm just going to have them do a death charge into the slingers here. That was going to be a much more destructive cavalry charge, but they just all got jammed up right here in open space in a way that only Total War units would. That's genuinely frustrating, but okay. We're still doing all right, all things considered. I know, an entire unit has perished. That's what happens when your units are idiots. Alright, so this cavalry unit is, believe it or not, still alive.
An entire unit has perished.
I know. Amazing what happens when Total War AI works as it is programmed to work, which is to say, badly.
Spears! Strengthener!
Alright, let's say hello to these hillsmen.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Alright, these guys are starting to do alright. We can finish off these guys back here that are doing damage.
Swords! And for glory!
Yeah, we can start pushing back against these units. Meanwhile, I'm amazed that general is still alive. I don't even know how at this point. Second wind group. He's losing decisively, so I mean, the game knows he should be dying.
Men of Italia! O'Brien's
Yep, and now the Slinger contingent has figured out that they can... These guys are going to be problematic. The cavalry is supposed to charge in and do a lot of damage to them. Good! That took way too long.
Swords ready and waiting! Equitage! Glory awaits!
Alright, we need to push forward. Well, Do we, or do we need to move our missile troops forward and have them deal as much damage to the enemy missile troops as possible? Now, wait a minute. You were attacking whom? Alright, there's that. I'm trying to match as many of their missile troops with mine as I can, so that they can't just fire on my troops with impunity.
Swift riders at your command!
Oh, look! This Italian cavalry unit actually survived. That's a freaking miracle if I've ever seen one. Tell you what, let's just bring them in here for now. Will the freaking Tarentine hoplites just hurry up and die? Because they are blocking my attack path. I want to push forward against these guys while I can. They still have a pretty substantial number of units on the field, but they're mostly missile units. If I can just finish off their melee units and chase down the rest.
Spearmen at the ready! Light hoplites! Ready and waiting!
Guys, what is taking you so long to finish off one general? It can't be that difficult.
Our men flee the field
Alright,
of battle.
this isn't good.
This is a shameful display.
We've gotten bottlenecked by the remaining general's units. Even though we've killed the general, his remaining fighters are just kind of stopping me. So I think what I'm going to do... I've got the general here. It would put him in extreme danger to use him as his own cavalry unit, but he could run down some... He could do serious damage to some of these remaining military or missile units that are currently cutting me up. And he might be my best option to do that. Or I can use him to cut down these Illyrian raiders, which is another good option. So let's have him kind of ride around in the back.
Quickly now! Riders at the double! Charge! Advance!
Alright guys, time for you guys to push through, damn it. Everyone but my slingers. Go. Run them over.
Equities and for glory!
Yeah, this is going to be this is going to be dangerous for the general, for Marcus Furius Camillus, but we need to take care of the mercenary Illyrian raiders, because that's a 90 strong unit, not 90 strong anymore.
As you command!
Alright, now we're doing a little bit better about this group here. Tell you what, why don't you keep pushing that direction?
Light hoplites!
You guys need to fire on distant hoplite units, please.
Equities! Rally to me! Victoria! Lead us! Charge!
Alright, so these are light melee infantry that just charged in to fight the general. Kind of a mistake.
For honor and glory!
However, the general is getting shot at, as we knew he would. Let's try and protect him. Meanwhile, we are officially winning this battle, finally.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, they know they're screwed.
Spears! Orders!
Alright, the general is not influencing the battle anymore. But we could charge down and do a ton of damage to these remaining guys right now. Or the better idea might just be to bring him back into the influence area.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Alright, let's have you come back and finish those javelin men off, because they're doing a pretty good job of surviving.
Equities! Run forward! Quickly now!
Wasn't expecting the rest of the battle to take an entire second episode here.
For glory!
See, that's what I'm talking about. You give them a cue order and tell them to go there, then there, and they stop and wait for like 5 seconds before they go anywhere. Really off-putting. I've mentioned that a few times in this series so far. Probably more than a few times. Okay, so let's see here. All of you guys, minus the leves. Alright, so it's that group. Except for the last spearman. I'm just going to order each of these units to chase down a respective slinger unit. And once they have been running for a bit, well, actually, another thing we can do.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Yeah, well, there's about to be a lot more men fleeing the battle on the other side, so let's go ahead and have you guys team up.
Quickly now! Riders of the devil!
See what I'm doing? Oh my god, look at all their units running away. That's a huge number of units just hightailing it. Alright, slingers are starting to get the, oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're starting to cut them down from behind. This is going to be pretty. Yep, now they're all getting ready to run. We're going to have a little bit of problem with that, though. Alright, and there we go. I'm going to continue the battle and run them down. With Marcus Furius Camillus, who is very bloody. Actually, where is Marcus? Because I don't think that's him. God, look at all these guys that just ran away. It's crazy. This is hundreds of troops that just said, we don't stand a chance against these Romans, and they turned tail and ran. The actual battlefield is littered with bodies. Look at this. There's a random dude squatting on a bush. Okay. Nature's call, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, let's go ahead and quit the battle. Costly victory, it says. We lost 1,589 men. They lost 2,747. We only deployed 2,520. And Marcus Camillus survived. And Marcus Camillus survived. Just let that sink in. That took the entirety of the episode. But it's good. So that was actually a Pyrrhic victory. And honestly, I owe that all to that failed cavalry charge. They just decided to stop instead of keep going and charge into that perfect cluster of ranged units. Aggression unchallenged is aggression unleashed. The game's got to think about how much it has to figure out. All the troops that died. Alright, so we could release captives and gain 3,503 wealth. We could enslave captives and gain 2,335. Slave, public orders are too much of a problem right now anyway, so we're going to just release captives and get that wealth bonus. And we're going to kick those armies out of our territory. I don't imagine we will be able to do that again. Well, now we're finally moving into what? Is it spring? Summer? No, it's summer, I think. Of 383 BC. Triumph! Who's triumphing? Legio 1 Alaude. The brave men of this army have known many victories. Only their courage facing the enemy exceeds their skill at arms. Marcus Furius Camillus is a conqueror. So I'm going to go ahead and move Legio for Latina back up to Bovianum, just so that we're defending the capital territory. And we are definitely going to level up this army. We can give them Hounds of Molossus, which is extra charge bonus and morale for offensive battles in particular, or the Wrath of Romulus, extra charge bonus and morale just in general. Or we can do the Unrelenting Force, which is an old Rome 2 staple. Or we can level up an existing ability. I like the +8 armor for all units if we upgrade Defenders of Rome. Let's do that. I like that idea a great deal. Okay, and with that, it is now summer of 383 BC. We have finished the defense of Corfinium. I do need to go ahead and set up some Latin buildings here. Let's convert this to a small farming colonia, convert this to a pasture. This will definitely be, well, we don't need to give that order just yet. That's going to be most of our money. But we can do a consecrated ground here in Bovianum. And I might need to go ahead and do a Field of Mars, which I will upgrade to a more complete recruiting center before too much longer. And here also, in Veii, we have the option of building a slave trader, which we've had that option a couple of times already. All right, it looks like the Umbri did take control of Spoletium. If they manage to step away, if they leave it undefended, I might go ahead and make a move on the Umbri now that we're at war with Taurus, because taking that additional territory up there will give us additional economic, just an additional economic boon against them in general. So we probably have some more political stuff that we can do as well, but we are 30 minutes into the episode. I need to stop this one here, and in the next one, we will see what we can do with regard to Taurus, who we are now at war with. A massive faction on the southern half of Italia. So it's on. We've established ourselves as a power. Now we have to defend our power and show that we are worthy of sustaining ourselves as a nation. The nation that is Rome. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.